Let's read a little newspaper, shall we? Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. The American nation is still sucking ass with Trump and the Republicans in charge. Not beyond sucking ass. I mean, just fucked up. All those generals had to go to the meeting today. We'll talk about that probably. Trump, Netanyahu push to end war. Yeah, Netanyahu's pushing to end the war. God. What was a dumbass headline? Minnesota Star Tribune. Fuck you. This guy has just obliterated this country. He's committed genocide. He absolutely has. And they're like, Netanyahu pushed the plan. Fucking shut up. My God. What a dumbass thing to write. With shutdown looming, Trump Dems hold firm. Hold firm, Dems. All you're asking for is an extension of the ACA stuff. And all that does is help Americans get health care. And if they think that is so wrong, so bad, that they're going to let the whole government shut down for it, let them. Runner is head, shoulders, canoe above the rest. Fergus Falls man finished Ely Marathon in under 4 hours, portaging a 26-pound craft. Or I imagine it's a canoe. Wow, why didn't they just write canoe? Oh, it could have been like a one of those other canoe-like things. Bad Bunny will take the Super Bowl stage. Talented guy. But that stage needs a prince. You know what I mean? Or dare I say Madonna. Or, what's his name? That young guy that did it a few years back. It was fantastic. You know what I mean? You need a huge star. They did rap last year. Remember that? It just, once they got all the old rappers out there, that was kind of cool. But for the most part, it's not a halftime show, man. This has to be a production. You know what I mean? But Bad Bunny could be visited by a lot of people because he's worked with a lot of people. White House opens land for mining. Offers $625 million to boost coal-fired plants. That's a good idea because they're the future. Coal-fired. Can somebody explain that to me too? Can a Republican please explain that to me? Like, why? Even the coal-fired plants don't want to reopen. You know what I mean? Why are you pushing that so hard? Why? It's just, there must be somebody, maybe, I don't know, was Epstein from the coal country? Oh, stop. Don't want to talk about that. Octopuses invade English coast eating anything in their path. That's brutal. I should read further on that, shouldn't I? Because that's kind of bizarre, but I'm not going to. State leaders expect troops in Chicago. Fuck you. Fuck you, Republicans. Fuck you, Trump. You say, heck, okay, we'll get to that. New tack for gun limits faces logjam. You know what I can't figure out? Like, people aren't even asking for, like, making any gun illegal. You know what I mean? They're asking for the large magazines and so that, they'd have to reload while they're shooting dead people. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. They'll have none of it. I own guns! And it's like, yeah, but we're just saying that we should, we're all gonna die. It's like, shut up, fucking weirdos. Growing veggies paid for siblings' college and fed thousands of kids. How come you're not out doing that for your siblings? Minnesota police graduates largest class of recruits in years. That's wonderful. Young people. I think young people are going, I can't take that job. Because every other job's disappearing, you know what I'm saying? Man killed in Cuba as Imelda drops heavy rain. One man, why is that in my newspaper? You know what I mean? Like, one man died. I'm sure way more died by gunshots in this state. Well, maybe not today, but who knows? A young man from Minneapolis tried to join ISIS. He got caught, and now he just pled guilty. Oh, damn. Oh, she's about my age. Michelle Marie Morris. Adorable. That's so sad she passed away. Oof, I'm sorry. Yeah. Look at this guy here. John Lumen McCoy sadly passed away. Only 56. God damn it. He didn't get his fair shake. But he played junior hockey with Sioux City. And Sioux City is where my family's from. Sioux City, Iowa. I'm from Iowa. Salt of the earth. No professional sports teams. Okay, so vulgarity on TV and in public must end. Yeah. Good luck on that one. Antifa. Oh, that's good. Bob Barrington of St. Paul writes, "The shame is too much to bear. I write to make a confession. Many of my relatives were dedicated Antifa members. They have all been deceased now for many years, but I would not feel right letting their sordid Antifa past escape scrutiny. There was my father, Bob, his brother, James, and sister, Martha. There was Martha's future husband, Fred. At the head of this terrorist-supporting family was the matriarch of my dad's family, my grandma, Ellen. What sordid past did they all share? Dad was in the 101st Airborne Division." He's spot on. Anti-fascists, Antifa. Got a problem with that? Shouldn't we all be supporting Antifa? There really is no Antifa either. I mean, who's in charge? Give me a name. Got a name? Sweet. Send it on over. Oh, Julie Silber's not happy. The walk sign does not mean gun it. Yeah, so what do you do? Okay, so there was nothing about the... Well, I'm just going to have to say it. So today, that patriot, that warrior, Peter Hegseth, he's the head of the Department of War now. They changed the day because it's tougher. So, of the division formerly known as the Department of Defense. So this dumbass calls all of the generals, all of the higher ranking folks, to one meeting in one place from all over the world, where they're doing their jobs, calls them all here and gives them a pep talk. That lightweight ROTC at best motherfucker who was on TV and looks like a drunk, OP, forced all those people to come, and so they all had to come and sit and listen to him talk, and then Don showed up too, and he talked, and Don needs people to respond when he's speaking, you know what I mean? She likes to throw out mean shit, and then he goes, but the military is silent in front of the president. They don't applaud. They don't do anything. That's not their job. Their job is to try to stay out of all of that, And Trump was beside himself. Oh, poor. He was just like, aren't you loving me? Because you're a fat blob and you need to go away. I talk to a lot of people in my job and what have you. And America's pissed. They're going into Portland now and so on. A lot of America is pissed. I wonder if they're ready for that. Because push comes to shove, we'd kick their ass. And the military would be with us. I'm pretty certain of that. Although I was talking with someone today and they were like, well, some of the military probably liked it. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true of any group of people. But for the most part, if you're a good military person, you know that it's the Constitution, to which you, what's the word? Give your, you know what I'm saying. And they get that, and they know it. They know it inside and out. You get that far up in the military, right? I mean, you've been through this. You've been studying this stuff forever, right? So they know exactly what it means, They're beholden to the Constitution, not to the fat blobby guy. I shouldn't say fat. I'm sorry. That's mean. Not to Trump. Don't give a about Trump. He's an embarrassment. He's embarrassed this country to the point, just unbelievable. And it's all because of what Israel's holding in their hands. It's the Epstein. You know they have videos. You know they do. You don't think every one of those rooms had a camera in it? And shooting video and shooting, you know they do. Trump knows that too. And that's why he's willing to go to these ends to absolutely, look what Israel's been doing to Gaza, The Israeli people, by the way, were out in hundreds of thousands protesting their own government recently. So let's not talk about Israel as a monolithic thing. But the government of Israel right now, which those same people were trying to get out of there when the dumbass Hamas attacked. And did the Hamas, it's one of those things when you think about it, like, what would be an end game for Hamas? Like, we're going to go in and start throwing bombs, and we're out of bombs, and meanwhile, Israel is, bringing up jets and stuff. What would they do? They couldn't win this thing, so why did it even happen? Why would they have done that? It was almost a suicide mission, especially when you're dealing with this government. Bibi doesn't give a fuck about human beings. He doesn't give a fuck about little kids that are blown half to bits and are still alive and sitting there. He doesn't give a fuck about that kid. He'd spit on it when he walked by. That's who he is, I would say that Trump has more soul than Bibi, which it ain't saying much. But yeah. But Hegseth, what a fucking lightweight. He's from Minnesota too. What an embarrassment. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. Thanks for listening.